Advanced Ed. We're going to start our segment today on Advanced Ed. And we're starting a segment because here's what all of you asked. So you have to follow this. This is going to be followed. We're going to do a little bit every day. Some days will be more demanding on some other news, but we're going to do a little bit every day because many of you out there, and I got 3 phone calls just yesterday, are saying, are you ever going to discuss the emails? Now, for those of you that have kept up with the story or followed it anyway, I did an open records request, FetcherNews.com did an open records request for emails of the superintendent of schools, and we received 6,000 emails. Now, when we received the 6,000 emails, I started reading them, and I've not said this as a joke. I've read probably 4,000 of them very thoroughly, and wanted to put together and see some things on the Board of Education, how they were interacting with the superintendent of schools, how this Advanced Ed letter on October 3rd of 2014 that was sent to Gilmer County Schools, how it was handled, how Gilmer County Schools responded to it, and what took place throughout the year. It's been a tense year with concerns of accreditation. It's been a tense year. I believe you just call it like it is. It's been a tense year between superintendent of schools and the school board, and that reflects in the email that we will talk about. So today kicks off starting to talk about the emails. And I'm going to say something to you. I'm going to say something. When the gentleman I told you about asked me to do a story on the bus barn or new bus garage, I have emails, and these are not quotes, so I'll get them out. But I have emails where some board members had actually discussed with Mr. Coons, the superintendent of schools, on maybe remodeling the current bus barn with upgrades, and Mr. Coons' response, was no. That's not a quote. I'll read the emails later. No, we're going to build a bus barn. So it goes without saying, there's been friction throughout the year. Now, at the end of the year, they did a review of the superintendent of schools, and they've not renewed the gentleman's contract. And I'm not going to make a decision here because it's not mine to make, or I'm not going to advocate one way or the other whether Jason Coons should be superintendent of schools. That will be up to the Board of Education and the public whether that should continue. Mr. Coons' contract does expire June 30th, and it is time, if the Board of Education chooses to go a different direction, to start, in fairness of all, to make that public and start a search if that's the direction they're going in. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to bring up emails every day, and I'm going to start tomorrow by discussing that October 3rd. I'm going to talk about that October 3rd letter that came from Advanced Ed to Gilmer County Charter School System with 3 alleged violations that projected Gilmer into a warning status, my understanding, and accreditation concerns all year. So we'll start that series tomorrow. We'll be putting it on Facebook, so keep up with it on Facebook. We'll be putting on what we're talking about next. Again, yesterday, Derek Rosa did an interview with Mr. Coons, the superintendent of schools, and he will have that up. And he did a direct interview on the Advanced Ed findings, letter, and report. So we'll have that up today.